International Women's Day makes me feel a wee bit sad, to be honest with you. I mean, it's wonderful to be celebrating women, but somehow to me it seems to have become all about the individual when it should be about the collective. You know, it's not called International Women's Day, it's not called Individual Women's Day, it's called International Women's Day. I mean, what could be more collective than that? But yet, it's become all about pampering sessions, reflexology sessions, learning about women who have succeeded all by themselves in leadership and in fame and everything like that, which is all focused on individual people. I mean, fair play to all those women who have succeeded so much. It's fantastic. But the reason why the rest of us haven't succeeded in the way that they have is really, I think, very little about the fact that we're just a wee bit useless or the fact that we all have imposter syndrome. No, I really think that's a very, very tiny part of it. And the very large part of it is structural. It's about the structures that we live in. And actually, it's also about the fact that the individual is just so much more valued over the collective these days in general. And sadly, I think there's a real parallel between the way International Women's Day has become all individualistic and the sort of contest between the individual and the collective in our higher education sector. And that too really makes me very sad because it seems as if everything individual is lauded and everything collective is like downplayed or even ignored. So if you publish a really good paper or you win an award or you get promoted, then big celebration, everybody's happy, everybody's talking about it. But if you quietly go and speak to a colleague who you noticed in a meeting was feeling a little bit down or a little bit stressed out by the job, and you make a real difference for that colleague and for the team, will anyone even notice? Or if you selflessly spend far more time than you have working with students on issues around their mental health and their needs and their accessibility, maybe enabling them to recognise something in themselves and move on and blossom and all of that stuff, then that's not exactly played down or ignored, but it's not recognised and it's not celebrated half as much as it should be. I mean, surely that's what the job's about, and surely we should be celebrating those things. It just is the case that far more of us women colleagues do far more of the pastoral care of our students, whether it's because students feel it's easier to come to us or whether we're better at it, which of course is all about bigger structural issues. Maybe this past year we've just gone through since last International Women's Day will finally make the sector recognise the importance of mental health and pastoral care and celebrate so much more what we do in that regard. So this International Women's Day, let's remember that it's plural. Let's stand together, sisters, and fight for equality in our sector. Happy International Women's Day to all of you.